Alright guys, today's going to be an infrastructure tutorial on how to install exterior boxes. They're pretty common boxes. They have single gang, double gang, and then you can go into the bigger ones, which are the NEMA boxes, which will be a different tutorial. And generally what we'll use this for is a conduit on the exterior of buildings or houses. And they're very good at sealing and keeping out moisture, and that's the purpose of these boxes and conduits, is to create an outside infrastructure to house our cable to protect it from the elements. All right, so today's tutorial is going to be how to install this properly and run a conduit going on, so on and so forth. So we already have our X indicating where the cable is going to be coming out of the building. We're going to use this sheet as an example of an exterior wall. So we know our cable is going to be coming out here. The first thing you should do is actually verify with your project manager, the blueprints, your lead tech, your foreman, whoever is your immediate supervisor, what direction your conduit is going to be going. Because there's no point in installing your box this way, then all of a sudden your conduit has to go that way. Then you're going to have to do double work, and then you're left with all these ugly holes. You just want to be able to do one time and get it done. Why do double work, all right? So for this example, we're coming outside of an exterior wall, and then we're going straight up, all right? So we're going to be installing this box. Generally speaking, I like to use caulking on top of these boxes. So what I would like to do is grab a, could be a gasket, could be caulking, could be whatever, actually. This one seems to be not cooperating with me that much. But basically what you want to do is create a bead, a very thick bead, but you don't want to put too much where it starts sliding off or falling off. And what you're going to do is basically when you put the box on, it's going to create a seal on the back side so water doesn't drip behind and get into our box or into our wall, or leave a pathway for insects and so on and so forth. All right. So just for example, we have our bead on our box. What I like to do is actually, once I find out my location and I find my center mass, I only put one screw in. And one screw generally holds it because it's a very light item. Then I'll go back and get my other 3 screws, including my level. Very important, make sure that your box is level. If it's not, it looks ugly as hell. You won't be able to eyeball it, especially if you're on a ladder or a scaffold. You know, from close up, it may look straight, but when you actually take away the scaffold, the ladder, you're looking from the ground up, it could be crooked, and it's very noticeable. So we have our level, and we're going to put in our screws. All right, now we have our box totally secure. Sometimes, depending on your lead technician or foreman, a lot of people like to cut off the wings, the flanges, and screw right through the box, and it looks a lot cleaner. Situation dictates, it's depending on if your foreman approves it or not. But generally speaking, this is the proper way on how to install a box. All right. So all conduits come in 10-foot sticks. We're going to use this small one as an example with a bell housing on one and the male coupling on the other. Not male coupling, but the male side on the other. You can tell the difference. Right? This one has a housing on one side, and this one's thin on the other side, and fits properly right inside the hole of our exterior box. Now, before you put it in, what you should use is PVC cement or conduit glue. We're just going to use an example. We got our glue on top of it. We'll cut it to the proper length that we need. We're sliding it in, and I like to turn and push. And then once we have it in there, we're good to go. We're going to grab 2 more screws, and then we're going to grab our cable, our conduit clamp. There's different types of clamps. There's metal clamps, there's plastic clamps, there's a single screw clamps, and so on and so forth. I generally like to put one 12 inches away. And from there, you will actually level off and make sure that it's actually leveled right there. And that's basically how you install a box and a conduit.